Scientists, skeptics, and psychics will gather in Las Vegas this week for a special conference created to explore seemingly taboo topics, including UFOs, remote viewing, and spiritual mediums. Scientists who have put their careers and credibility on the line by studying so-called fringe topics are pretty anxious to share their latest research, not only with colleagues, but with the public. The I-Team's George Knapp has a preview.
U.S. Navy pilots and a so-called Tic Tac UFO off the coast of California has emerged as one of the best documented encounters of all time. Since the video went public late last year, the Pentagon has reluctantly acknowledged there was an official program to study UFOs. As the I-Team first reported, one of the Pentagon programs was carried out here by BASS, a subcontractor within Bigelow Aerospace, financed by the DIA, and the chief scientist for BASS was physicist Dr. Hal Puthoff.
Hal was working with the DIA study through BASS, and as well as the chief scientific officer for the To the Stars as a civilian effort in the field.
So, yeah,
I should mention he was also participated in the study that I ran 30 years ago.
Las Vegan John Alexander, a former military intelligence colonel, has likewise been pursuing the UFO mystery for decades. It's no accident he invited Dr. Puthoff to speak here, given the recent explosion of media interest in the Pentagon's UFO study. On Friday, Puthoff will tell what he knows about that study. It's one of the highlights from the joint conference of IRVA, the International Remote Viewing Association, and SSE, the Society for Scientific Exploration. Both groups include professionals who believe the study of unconventional subjects is a worthy pursuit.
That is the key point, is that these people are highly credible, highly skilled, many professors, lots of PhDs and MDs that are involved, and they do want to look at, or are certainly willing to look at, this wide range of society. They're not all proponents. I might mention that. I mean, some of them are true skeptics. But, you know, they are willing to look at the data.
The conference is not a gathering of true believers. For example, one SSE member, Dr. Gary Nolan of Stanford, recently demolished claims by pitchmen that this skeleton found in Chile is a mummified extraterrestrial. It's a deformed human, Nolan proved. Remote viewing is a protocol developed for the CIA and tested by the U.S. Army. It was the basis for the George Clooney movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats. The technique allows people to project human consciousness across time and space, and it works. On Wednesday, attendees will be able to learn how to remote view for themselves, as taught by the government's own psychic spies. Dr. Puthoff helped create the CIA's remote viewing program, but for this event, we'll focus on the Pentagon's UFO studies.
So when people say, isn't it interesting the Pentagon is doing this, my question is, why aren't we seeing more?
George Knapp, 8 News Now.
So the public is invited to attend the conference, which, by the way, does start Wednesday morning. We have a link on our website with more information about the speakers, the topics, how to register, and chances are pretty good that the I-Team will be there as well.